the best sounding cars in GTA. You guys have commented why I've left certain cars out of previous videos. Here I'm including them all, and this time including the price of them too. It took me a while, but please enjoy. The 8F Drafter, 718k, and I'm laughing at this because I'm going to use that term again. This car growls at you. There's not many cars that sound great revving and driving, but this is one of them. Now this car sounds great driving and revving, but where it strives and strives so well is the startup and idle. If I go AFK, I want to go AFK like this. The Gauntlet Hellfire, 745,000. This car sounds great idling, has that nice V8 sound, and has a supercharger whine. To hear it more, apparently you are going to want to put less throttle in. Then the whine becomes more apparent. The Sultan RS. Legendary car, legendary sound, that Boxer 4 engine. The idling, it sounds right, and the blow up is so loud. It all fits into what this car should be. A lot of you commented the T20, it's expensive at 2.2 million. When you do couple it with that turbo whistle, it does have a great harmony to it. The Hermes, 535k. I still think this is a bargain with the air ride, with the looks, and the sound too. The Schafter V12, I think this is the one that's going to be glorified the most because it's 116,000. Most of you can buy this. With the startup sound, the growl, driving speed. Some of the backfires when it bounces off the limiter. It's a well engineered car in GTA. The Elegy Retro. I think we ignore a lot of factors of this car because it's good in every area. The Benny's conversion cost to make it the Elegy Retro from the Elegy is 904,000. The rotary idle is just great and strange at the same time, but those backfires, you can hear it. That double backfire, uniqueness, the turbo, everything sounds nice about this. The Picador, you're going to hear this sound a lot, shared amongst a lot of cars. But 9,000, you can get it free off the street. An underrated car and an underrated sound too. Schlagen GT, 1.3 million. Yeah, you're going to hear this sound shared between a few different cars. But I love the inconsistent backfire with this car. It's hard to get it to do so, but when it backfires, it's so rewarding. The Rat Truck, this thing is loud. It's got that choppy V8. It's not too fast, but does it need to be? Cheap as well at 37,500. Dominator. The car that people say, what are you talking about, Hella, when I describe the sound. Get on your console. And this is where the PC guys lack unless they have a controller. Half throttle this car and it's louder. nearly twice as loud as full throttle. It's a bug in the game, but it works in our favor. The Tempesta, somebody commented this one as well that I had left it out in the last video. The startup does sound amazing. Shared with a few cars, it does scream and give you the thrill of driving fast. Another comment for the V-STR. I mean, I think it sounds okay. I wasn't too sure to put it on this list, but you guys wanted it on. The Turismo R has that unique startup where the car just revs. Just like the Zentorno, like the Bodhi. That high revving V12 sound is aggressive. The Stirling GT, the best sounding car in the game. From startup to driving to letting off the throttle, you rev this car and you will get backfires. And the backfires are not even consistent. You got a throaty pop, high pitch pop. This is a car you can just drive to listen to. That's it. The Zentorno, 725,000. Just like the Turismo R, this thing revs multiple times on startup. Blista Compact, 42k. Got told to put this one on the list. It is a unique sound. And high revving, but not as high revving as the VTEC. But it does give off a sound rhythm that the VTEC does. Not the same sound, but the rhythm of the sound. And this one's very underrated, the Apocalypse Imperator. Great ignition on startup. Nearly 2.284 million. But what drives about this car is that supercharger whine. It's so loud. And I think the loudest in the game. The Jugular, 1.225 million. Again, that manipulated sound that's shared across a few cars is implemented in this one. But with the Jugular, you get it a bit more high pitched and it's so loud. The Fugitive, again, another shared sound with the Gauntlet, Picador. There's minor changes, but I love how effortlessly this car screams. It doesn't go far, but even when you're doing 90 miles an hour, it sounds like you're at low revs. Just to show you an example of what I mean about cars sharing the same sound or having similar sounds, here's a Buffalo S, which is a Charger, and the Holden Commodore, something completely different. The Lost Slamvan slash the Slamvan, the effortless, calm V8 just sounds so sedated and chill. The ignition sound on the Mamba, so satisfying, sounds unique driving, which makes it a great package. Being so similar to the Blackfin, sound on the Coquette D1, 1.5 million. And it has another unique factor where the backfire appears like 1 out of every 8 times that you let off the throttle. The XA21, if you know, you know. It's really hard not to put this at the top of the list, but I just think the Stirling GT is better. Just about, because this car sounds amazing. but it does have features that are shared amongst a lot of cars, but not the backfire. The backfire on this thing is totally unique. I love the backfires on this thing. Sometimes it's a short duration, sometimes it's long. It makes it so realistic. The Verlierer, I think it's a car that is underrated in general. Not many people drive this car. 695,000. Not many people have this car to even hear the sound. The ZR380, or the Apocalypse ZR380, 2.138 million, has a rasp to it. And when you let off the throttle, it has that metallic sound that I can't really describe. The Savestra with that legendary rotary startup that's so unique to every other startup. It doesn't follow through with driving, but that startup alone highlights this car. The Stratum, a car you could get off the street. When equipped with a turbo, the turbo's louder than the car itself. And it's so apparent when you listen to it. I think everyone's starting to hear it now, those familiar sounds. The Vectre though has a unique backfire that you can't really get 100% of the time. Hot rod type vehicle that actually sounds like an old hot rod. The Fränken Stange is so satisfying with the idle that I think it pushes it up to be one of the best sounding cars in the game. The Osiris, 1.95 million, just under 2 million. This is another one that people commented. This also does have that turbo sound with that deeper high revving sound. It just goes well together. The Carbonizzare, 195,000. You hear it in the background on GTA all the time. But the reason why it's on this list is the reason I just mentioned. You hear it in the background of GTA all the time because this is the loudest car in the game. I did a test where I was checking the decibels of cars at the same distance, doing a drive-by, and the Carbonizzare was the loudest car in the game. The Komoda, you've probably heard this similar sound over a few times now. It is expensive at 1.7 million, but this seems to be a car that more people than I thought like. This one is a bit special, one of the highest pitched sounding cars in the game. Unique, and this thing just screams. You gotta love a car that has backfires, and this has such subtle backfires. With that deep sound, the sound itself has a lot of presence. The Baller ST, they finally made a V8 that sounded unique in the game, and coming from an SUV, it's just different. It is funny how both D Tomasos make it on this list. And this one's the Pantera in GTA the Viseris. And yeah, it does strive for that unique startup, but then that idle as well. It sounds so good. Very similar to the D Tomaso in real life, but a lot more high pitch and a bit more spitty. I love this car. There's some people that just want to hear the sounds of these cars, and my commentary's got in the way. So in the first link in the description, I'll just put this same list on a private video, but without the commentaries. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.